don't see a snowplow on there either. Because they were that side. But I just happen to have a DVD or a Blu-ray that shows that as a nice DVD and Blu-ray that I'll be offering for sale on our way back down. But I'll tell you more about that later. Now, Michael brings us around the corner. You're going to be able to slow the train down. And I welcome you all to Windy Point. Now, Windy Point has earned its name, honestly. Windy Point, winds can get in excess of 100 miles an hour up here anytime it wants to. If the winds were blowing out hard today, we would not be up here. We don't bring our trains up winds in excess of 60 miles an hour. It won't blow the train over, but it sure beats the train up with rocks and gravel. But anyway, this is Windy Point. We are at an elevation of 12,129 feet. And as you look out on the 3C side, you can see there's a knob down there just below us. A lot of times in the fall, we'll see elk migrating across that area. They won't be out here today because they're all down at lower elevations right now. And this building over here on the 2C side, this is the old section crew house. And believe it or not, before they had their own trains, our section crew would live in this building. And then they'd gather up their tools and walk to wherever the train needed to work on that day. Now, that building looks like it's slanted, but it's level. We're the ones that are on a slant. They used to have 20 section crew members would live there, along with the section boss and his family. In fact, there was a baby born in that building, and that baby grew up to work on the Cog Railway for over 50 years. In fact, he just died a couple of years ago at age, I think he was 98 when he died. Now this time I'd like everybody to take a look at your watch or your cell phone or whatever it is you have that tells time. Now my watch right now reads 10 minutes after 10, 10:10. Now hopefully your watch or cell phone is something similar to that. Now the reason I tell you this is to let you know what time we'll be coming off the summit. Now we will be leaving the summit today at 11:20. That's not the time I want you to remember. The time I want you to remember is 11:10. 11:10. 10 minutes after 11. Because at 10 minutes after 11, you're going to hear Michael blow 3 long blasts on the horn, and that'll be your cue to get back on board the train today. Now, there's places on the summit you might not be able to hear the horn blow. So that's why we ask you to watch your clock, make sure your time is right. So you sure don't want to leave out here, because that's going to be a long, cold, 13.1 mile walk back down the mountain if we leave you up here. And yes, we have left people on the summit before, because we do have to maintain our schedule, so please make sure you're back. 11:10 is the time we're looking for. Now, what you're going to find on the summit when we get up there. Now, on the summit of Pikes Peak is a summit house. And it's a building up there that has a real nice little gift shop and a little cafe in it. I think the summit crew made it up there before we got there today. So hopefully they'll have some new things ready. Their cafe has all kinds of neat things to eat and drink, and they've got a great little gift shop. All kinds of things that say Pikes Peak on them. They won't have anything that says Cog Railway or anything like that, because they're not affiliated with us. They're owned by the city of Colorado Springs. They're a separate entity, but we try to work together as best we can. But anyway, their most famous food item they have up there, and I do not know if they're going to have them ready or not, because they do make donuts up on top of the mountain. And their donuts are really good. They're world famous for them. In fact, let's face it, where else are you going to find a 14,000 foot donut? Anyway, if they have them up and operating, make sure you get one of the donuts. But I do suggest, if you do get a donut, eat it while we're on top. Because if you take it down with us, up there they're nice and crispy and crunchy and light and fluffy. But if we go take it down to grill, they have a tendency to deflate and get greasy. So they're not very good when you get down to grill, but try to get one up when they're up here. You can bring any kind of food or drink back on board the train you'd like, except for one item. The only thing we cannot allow back on the train is popcorn. And I'll tell you why. We all know no matter how careful you are, there's always a kernel or two of popcorn that ends up on the floor. That popcorn always finds its way down into our engine compartments. And when we park our trains in the sheds overnight, the mice in the area can smell that popcorn from miles away, and they come running. And the mice aren't very smart. They can't tell the difference between popcorn and sophisticated Swiss wiring. And if they eat that wiring, I'm the guy that has to crawl in there and find that broken wire. So please, no popcorn on board the train. And yes, I am the guy that has to crawl in there. I'm the assistant electrician around here as well.